My name's Artrell Coker, and I'm from Highland Park, Michigan. Highland Park is this big, but it has such a large impact on the world. It's actually where Henry Ford opened the first auto plant. A lot of people think it's Detroit proper, but it's actually a very small city inside of Detroit. The first thing I want the world to know is that I am a devout follower of Christ. I graduated with my bachelor's, moved back home into my parents' basement with my pregnant wife, and I was like, man, I went to school all that time, and I actually got to go back before I can do anything with this degree that I spent so long to get. I need to do something now, like right now. I ended up getting my CDL, and I drove the city bus at D-Dot for a little while, and I really did not enjoy that because I was like, man, I spent all this time in school just to come home and be a bus driver. Like, no. So I was on social media scrolling one day, and I seen an advertisement for a tech boot camp. And I had dabbled in like some CSS and some HTML before, and I was like, you know what, I could probably really do that, you know? So I applied for a tech boot camp, and they were saying how they would basically let me pay after I had gotten a job. So I was like, oh, this sounds perfect, because I ain't got no money. That sounds perfect. So I applied, I did the pre-work, and when it came down to sign my ISA, the income share agreement, what I didn't know is that they did a credit check and all this other stuff. So I ended up getting denied for it. I ended up finding another one a few months later. Basically, I applied for the Represent Tech scholarship. I was denied. I tried to get a Sallie Mae loan. It was denied. I tried to get co-signers for a personal loan. Those were denied. And this is over the course of a year now. So I've been trying to get into tech, actively trying to get in for a year at this point. One of the advisors who had been trying to help me find options to pay told me about Blacks in Technology. So I talked to Dennis, and I was pretty excited, and you know, I was like, all right, let's do it, you know. And unfortunately, that particular tech boot camp didn't work out because I had already applied for all of the possible outcomes for that one. But Dennis said, Arthur, I know you had your heart set on this, but I have a partnership with another tech boot camp. It's more intensive, it's a little bit shorter, but it'll be worth it at the end. And I was like, all right, man, I'm not gonna get my hopes up because I've been doing this, you know. And he was like, all right, don't worry, we got you this time, you know. I was like, all right. I was able to attain that, and with the help of Blacks in Technology, and also with the amazing team over at BrainStation.io. They were 100% amazing. So after I hooked up with Blacks in Technology, it expedited my process immensely. I was in communication with Blacks in Technology, and within about a month and a half, 2 months, I was already through the application process, getting ready to sign my incoming student paperwork. It took a long time to just get to the starting line. But when I got there, I can't tell you how happy I was that I was there. I was like, this has been a long time coming just to get to the starting line. I'm telling you, I was probably one of the most happy I had been just to get the option, the ability to say I get to try, you know. So yeah, that's how I got here. That's how I got to the starting line, that is. But now I'm at a starting line again, but that's okay, because it's like, I feel like even though I haven't actually gotten a job just yet. I just finished it like a couple weeks ago. I feel like the world has opened up so much more, and I feel like I don't have to worry about certain things. Like, it's so hard for people to just enjoy life when they're so concerned and worried about how they're going to provide for their families. Now, like, people want me. I don't have to beg to get in the door. They're contacting me like, hey, we want to give you $90,000. Like, what? that's the type of money I never. We say we want to be rich, and or not even rich, but we say we want to be well off and things like that. But it's like, I can't even imagine really making that kind of money before. Like, it was just like something I would just talk about with like my friends. But like now it's like actually attainable in my hand. Like, I have a skill set where I'm highly desired by employers around the world, and I can choose. I get to choose. I get to choose. Like, where do you want to go? Do you want to go to France? They're using React in France. Like, they're using Node in Japan. Like, I get to say, like, this is where I want to go, and I just don't feel that same restriction. And I'm happy to be at this starting line, like, because I'm going to remember this forever. Like, man, I remember just getting started.